All right, let's go to Punjab. Cricket8, let's start with the positives of Punjab, the whack house team of the IPL.
Ashutosh?
Definitely.
I think they're one of their biggest takeaways this season, definitely. I even feel like Prab Simran.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, like they lost Shikhar Dhawan. That
I think
could
that
have
was a
been like
positive.
yeah, but it could have been like a massive blow. But
Yes.
he took on the responsibility. He did pretty well. So definitely those two.
You probably throw Shashank in there too.
Shashank,
wouldn't
yes.
you? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I think that's more than fair. That's more than fair. Anything else?
Though.
No. They wear red. Rob. I love, Rob's going to be talking on this podcast for 28 minutes and Critic is going to say 4 things.
Yeah.
But there aren't a lot of positives for some of these sides. Rob, what have you got?
They're carnage, Punjab, and when Darwan went, that was the driver of the clown car was no longer there, so they were allowed to do whatever they wanted, the rest of the clowns, and it was all nonsense. They were squirting water in each other's faces out of their comedy flowers and honking each other's red noses, and there was lots of mayhem. Let's not forget in this competition that they chased 260 in a game, Punjab. And so that gives us one of the highlights in IPL history, and yet they're right down the bottom. Only Mumbai are behind them in the table. I think Chennai might have actually got down there now. But they have been a shipwreck because they are badly organised.
Did you say a shipwreck or a shipwreck?
No, they're a shipwreck.
Because they could also be a shipwreck.
Well, they could, but again, the decision making, I think Arshdeep has been quite hittable at the death, and he was somebody 2 years ago we thought was going to be a really good death bowler. A lot of them have regressed. Harshal got a bit better, got lots of wickets anyway, but they basically banked on Sam Curran because I think by all accounts he's a very nice bloke and he's got a good brain and all that sort of stuff, but he didn't quite know what to do with himself. He didn't know where to bat himself, he didn't know where to bowl himself, and it looked to me like they never once had a plan other than to chase 260, everybody smash everything. They did it easy. And they're like, well, you bowl now, and they ended the season in a very Punjab way of only having one overseas available. 1 out of 11.
It is a little bit like the last club game of a cricket season when you've got 8 players, a dad, the guy who's always scored but has wanted to play but has been too afraid, and the local woman from the village was like, I played when I was a kid, but it turns out she only played backyard cricket. It's like that's what the team looked like at the end there. Positives, just to add, I would say that they have about 6 or 7 good Indian players.
Yeah.
So that's a good positive.
Yeah.
Negatives is that none of them is a star. They don't have a single. They don't have a star player that they can keep for the next mega auction. So you look at it 2 ways. Maybe if they could buy all these guys for not too much money, let's say they can retain 6 players.
Yeah.
They have a good core of Indian players, but they have to be very, very good at who they spend their money on. They can't give it to Sam Curran because the owner likes him. I should say this. I've said this a lot. I have no idea if that's why Sam Curran went for as much money as he did, or why they seem to use him in all these random roles. But I can't think of another one that makes sense.